In this video we will learn about how to model data hierarchies in Altogic, and for this purpose we will be modeling a data model called contact, like a contact in an address book. Let's start with modeling the top level model, which is contact. Let's enable timestamps for this thing. We don't need to create the endpoints for now. Okay, so this is the top level model named contact, and we can start adding fields to this model. Obviously for a contact we have the first name information, which is a required field. Then we have the last name information, which is also a required field. For a contact we might have multiple email addresses, right? Like an email address, personal email address, work email address, and so on. In order to model those kind of, let's say, hierarchy, we use, if you would like to add a list of items under a top level, let's say, model, we use object list. So let's assume that we've got emails, okay? And under this emails collection, under this email list, we will be keeping the list of email addresses of the contact. So obviously we will have the email, okay, which will be a required field. And we might also have like a type of the email, which is also a required field. We can say that, hey, this is home, this is personal, this is work, this is school, any kind of, let's say, option that you can think that can be relevant for this email type. Okay, so emails in this way. We can similarly have like the phone information, right? Mobile phones and the home phone or business phone and so on. So let's put another contact information here, phone numbers, okay? And it will be again a list of items, so definitely we will have a phone number. Let's put a number, okay? And we might also have a type information similar to the email. This can be home, business, mobile, and you can put some additional options here depending on the type of the number that you will be collecting. Okay, so this is the second collection. What else we can have? These are like these will be keeping the list of phone numbers. This will be keeping the list of emails and so on. We might be sometimes we might be also interested to keep something in like a logical structured way, like under a grouping, such as, for example, we might be looking for, let's say, demographic information about the contact. Okay, in that case we will be creating an object. Okay, so this will basically group related information under this demographic category. What things we can have under the demographic category? Well, one thing we can have is basically birth date. Okay, this can be like a demographic information. Another one would be like the gender, right? Male, female, and you can add the additional ones here. Okay, then what else we can have? We can have, for example, like something related to employment. Okay, we can have something related to education. So in this case we will be keeping demographic related information under this demographic category. So the level of the hierarchy is follows. The contact is the top level model, and this is hierarchy 1. For example, last name and first name are in hierarchy level 1. The demographic, the education, is under hierarchy level 2. Okay, and phone numbers similarly. The phone number is hierarchy 2. Emails, hierarchy 2. You can also add additional sub hierarchies. Like, for example, let's assume that we will be adding something dummy here. Okay, dummy. Then under demographic we have got another level here. Let's put here, let's say, dummy text. Okay, this is level 1, this is level 2, and this is level 3. Then the text dummy is basically level 3 in our data hierarchy. Okay, this is the way how you define different, let's say, the data hierarchies for your data models. This is a powerful feature, by the way, right? If you wanted to do this kind of, let's say, hierarchy definition in a relational database, most probably you might need to put these emails and phone numbers and all the other information in different, let's say, tables in different models. But in Altogic, you can keep all this related information under the same data model, the parent data model in this case, which is contact. One thing that you need to take into consideration, which I need to repeat again, is if the phone numbers or if the number of emails are few, like tens, maybe maximum hundreds, then that's fine. In that case, you can keep that information under the contact object, okay? But if you believe that the number of, let's say, data items that are associated with this contact will become large, like the thousands or 10,000 items, then I will definitely in that case recommend, instead of modeling them within the contact, let's say, object model, then separate them, create a separate model for them, okay, and make a object relationship and make a object linking. For example, let's assume that we will have, like, I don't know, thousands of email addresses. Okay, then in that case, what we need to do, we need to create an emails model, which is a separate model. Okay. Then in this emails model, we can keep the same similar data structure here, like the email address. Okay. Then the type of the email, which will be home, personal, school, maybe business. Okay. Then we should have a reference to the user, I mean, with whom this email address is associated with. Then in that case, we will need to put here an object reference, user ID or contact ID in this case. Contact ID. Okay, it will be required field, and it needs to reference to a contact. This is how you set up, in that case, the relationship between the email and the contact. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching.